Social Brunettes. This is episode 2. I'm Tash and this is Jen.
So today's episode is called Who's Coming to Dinner? So it's looking ahead at Christmas. We are now second week in December.
Not long to go.
Not long to go. So yes, before we cover that and related topics and look at the products that we've got for review today, we're going to have a little weekly roundup. So Tash, what have you been doing today?
I know, well it's definitely feeling Christmassy. Got to be honest, the tree is up and started to wrap presents, and it's really nice. We were saying earlier how nice it is to get the presents out from the wardrobes and hidden under the beds, and if you're a mum or a dad you probably know exactly what we're on about. So nice to bring the presents down and actually put them under the tree. So this week has been a little bit of work, a little bit about Christmas, but really nice to actually get Christmas in motion, because I feel we've had a bit of a tough time over the last few weeks. So we've done the 4 weeks in lockdown. Never know what's going to happen, so really getting organised for Christmas at the moment. So how about you?
Similar. So trees up. We wouldn't normally put the tree up until second week in December because my girls have got their birthday then, so we like to do birthday then start Christmas, but this year has been turned on its head, so we've said
everything's different.
Start at the beginning of December. Everyone gets excited then with the tree up, and like you say, I can finally get all the presents out from in the wardrobe.
We just
and
underneath. Need to get excited, don't we? I think just after the last, this year really, I just think we just need an opportunity to get excited, hopefully see some friends and family and do some normal stuff, because we've all had such a tough time. So it's lovely to be thinking about Christmas. And obviously, talking of Christmas, just to very briefly mention where we are today. We are in Living in Vogue, which is a gorgeous kitchen design company, some beautiful bespoke products around us. So we're going to do a separate little video on that, but if you're just wondering where we are, this isn't sadly Jen or I's kitchen.
I wish.
But it is looking pretty festive today. It's lovely. So we are in Living in Vogue in Camberley, but they have a few other shops as well. But we'll tell you a bit more about that later on. So we were going to talk about traditions. So like you say, things are slightly different this year, and who we would normally have coming for dinner. So who do you normally have? Do you have a big celebration, or is it just small intimate dinner?
Tends to be on the smaller side. So for us, we take it in turns. My family, my husband's family might come over for Christmas Day. We try and get everybody involved. So there's lots of things that we do on Christmas Day. But with this year, with everything on its head, we are now looking at the moment with just 2 guests coming over. So that will be my parents this year. So
I know it is a bit like a kind of Russian roulette, isn't it? Who's going to be the lucky one you're going to invite? Are we pulling names out of a hat? I mean, we've got such a big family. I mean, even though there's only 3 of us, my husband's got other kids, and then they've got partners, they've got kids, things like that. So if we all got together like we normally would, there'd be about 26 of us. So clearly it's going to be like just spreading it out.
Like this.
And the sad thing is, some of the families in Wales, which we've been in lockdown, so we've not been able to see them. So it is kind of going to be fitting in who we can see, when we can see them, because we don't want to not see anyone, and that's the sad thing, isn't it, really? We all want to see our loved ones.
And that's it. And Tash and I were talking earlier about perhaps this year, maybe for the first time, becomes all about split celebrations. So I think there's probably families out there that are used to doing that already, but perhaps Christmas Eve becomes more of a celebration, and Christmas Day and Boxing Day and so on and so forth, sort of splitting the numbers as best you can.
It's really different. I mean, we've usually have, I think I mentioned on the last episode about a couple of traditions that we normally have with Christmas, and one of them is going to our local pub with some of the other parents from Harrison School. So that's not going to happen this year, because we're not going to be able to get together in that big group. So that's quite a shame, because the kids will come as well, so it's a nice kind of it's Christmas Eve, it does feel really Christmassy. The pub's all decorated, we all get together, we all bring activities for the kids. So normally it's been such a lovely tradition that we've had for years. It's the kids' side reception, really, and it's a real shame not to be able to do that. I think it is going to be a fairly quiet Christmas, but that doesn't mean we can't make it really special and enjoy the people that we see and make the most of it, really.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? Just making the most of it, do the best that we can this year. I think everybody's literally ready for next year now, but getting through December, it is what it is. But we talked as well about guests. who would be
ideal
our ideal guest? So we talked a little bit on episode 1 about our favourite dinner guests, because we talked about staying in is the new going out. But for Christmas Day, if you could invite anybody, who would that be?
If I could invite anybody, I don't know. Can I have a non-married guest? If I wasn't married, who I can invite for dinner?
Well, let's do that,
and then we'll do actual who I can have. Who would I have? Okay, so I would have someone who was really fun and definitely would involve music. So Elton John. I fancy someone who would, have a piano, get us all around the piano, have a good sing along, because I love, I can't sing to save my life, but I love singing and I love dancing, for anyone that knows me. So yeah, it would be all about the music and getting up and actually just making a bit of a party. So maybe Rod Stewart and Penny Lancaster. I mean, that would be my husband's idol. Well, him and her, I have to say. They come as a pair and he'd be happy with either of them. So, but yeah, that would be kind of ultimate. Someone musical, someone really fun, someone that's just going to let their hair down and have a dance. Kids could all get up and have a boogie as well. So yeah, that would be my ideal. How about you?
Oh, well, there's lots of people that I follow, I admire, but I guess from a celeb point of view, I really, really like Amanda Lamb.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a real, I watch her on all the home programmes as well, so follow her on social media. But yeah, she just seems really down to earth, and she's got a really wicked laugh and a good sense of humour, and I think a great dinner party guest.
Do you know who else we should have? Do you know who I would love?
Henry Cavill.
Actually, not just Henry Cavill, no. Although always welcome. Happy to find you in my stocking. But in all seriousness, do you know who I would love? And it would actually be not so much for Christmas dinner. It would be pre-Christmas. Is Kirsty Allsopp.
Oh my God.
Because, I love her programmes of making all the Christmas wreaths and the decorations. And I know that series has started already. And I know they've had a lot of trouble filming over lockdown. But I just think she would be lovely. She seems a nice person. She'd bring a lot of festive cheer to the house, and she could really help you get creative. And I love anything that's creative, like you. We're a bit arty crafty for the parents that don't like that. We love it. We just end up doing their kids' homework for them. But yeah, I would love to have someone come in and really help me make some unique decorations, make the most of the table, and do something really different. That
she does a lot of the traditional sort of crafting as well, which is quite nice and brings back some of the sort of
the
values and the values and things.
So I actually think I would love her. But who would you have? I mean, obviously we've said Henry Cavill, but who would you have if you were a single lady? Who would you want coming down your stocking on Christmas Day?
Oh, I don't know. There's one I think I might need to think about that. Let's come to you first.
I don't need to think about it. I have to be honest, it would be Thor. It would definitely be Chris Hemsworth for me. Yeah, with his short hair. I have to say, I don't want his long hair.
Oh, I'm not so keen.
I'm not so keen on that mullet look. But,
does he have a twin? Maybe I could have the long hair.
He has a brother.
He has a brother?
Yeah.
There we go.
1 inch. But, Chris Hemsworth absolutely in his Thor outfit, or any outfit, to be honest.
Would no outfit.
No outfit. It really doesn't bother me. I would love him to arrive Christmas morning. That would be my ultimate. Yeah, or Christmas Eve and stay over. Okay. Not fussy.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm just going to be consistent and stick with another superhero who, of course, played Superman. So, yeah, Henry Cavill it would be. So
I know. And we're still on the lookout. We're still on the lookout, ladies. Yes. So if you are married to a man, and we've got to say very luckily, looks like any of the people that we have mentioned, then we would love you to share a photo of us. Share them with us. If you know a friend, a colleague, anyone who...
A lookalike.
And not just Thor and Superman. Superheroes, doesn't just matter. It could be anyone. But yeah, send us your lookalike pictures. Tag a friend who, and we will feature them on our page. And,
I love that
show them some love.
Off on a tangent, and all of a sudden it's still bombarded.
It's Christmas fantasy, isn't it?
Christmas
fantasy.
Yes. We'll tie it back in for Christmas somehow.
But I'm just thinking, coming to lunch. Who are we going to have coming for lunch? I think it's just like you, going to be my parents, because that takes us up to 5. So we're not really going to be able to go outside of that. I think we're probably going to see my husband's parents on Christmas Eve. We normally see them for lunch Christmas Eve. But yeah, it is going to be a bit of a quiet distance. But what about traditions that you actually have during the day? Do you have any kind of recipes, or I don't know, things that you do during the day?
I think typically in our house I'm definitely the cook. I'm the one that's generally at home in time to do the cooking. But Christmas Day, my husband owns it, so he's a bit of a geek, loves his tech, so he produces a big spreadsheet.
Oh my goodness.
With all the times in.
I don't know in their house.
I don't need to worry about it, so I don't care. But it works. So Christmas dinner is always on time with all the trimmings. It's amazing.
Wow.
And we do Secret Santa as well. So I know lots of people, especially at the moment, are probably thinking, how on earth are we going to justify, even afford to buy for extended family?
Not the normal budgets, are they?
No. So yeah, gifting on a budget. So we're doing the whole Secret Santa thing. So we've already distributed names. There's loads of apps out there now that you can do that in advance. So I know who I've got, but I can't reveal who it is. And then we will just exchange those after Christmas dinner.
I think it's a great idea to do things like that. I mean, when I used to work in corporate, I used to love the Secret Santa.
Yeah,
I think that it's just fun. It's something different. You know, like you say, it's on a budget, and I think, like you said, sadly this year it is going to be different. There's already companies that are promoting, lots of large and expensive presents, and technology-wise, if you've got, boys or girls, I guess, but having a son, it's all about tech. And what he would love and stuff like that. And it is going to be different. Not everyone's going to be able to afford those things. But I think, in a way, a bit like when we were in the harsh lockdown in the summer, it made people, bring back their family values and consider what's important. And I'm hoping that will be carried through into Christmas, really. With gifting, it shouldn't be about how much it costs. It actually should be about homemade
time spent with people.
Actually thoughtful gifts that are going to mean something and quite personal. There's a lot of, I saw something really lovely the other day, and I can't remember where it was on Instagram, but it was a blanket, and you could actually sort of put like nanny on it or grandma, and it was like, this is made by your grandchildren or wrapped in love kind of thing. And I think actually for my mum, that would really mean something. That'd be lovely if her grandkids gave her that. That would, it was inexpensive, 30 quid or something. Yeah. But it's a really lovely, thoughtful, nice gift for grandkids. And I think, that this year it is going to be about meaning and thought, and stuff like that behind gifts, which is nice. But
and creating memories as well. So, like you said, spending more time with family, the people that mean everything to you. We're actually looking at. So I don't know if you've ever watched the £1 Million Cube. Have you ever watched that? Philip Schofield hosts.
Oh yes, I have. Yeah.
Series of challenges. Possibly they might look quite simple challenges, but actually they're against the clock. So it's mental agility, physical agility. So we're actually recreating that at home this year for Christmas.
Oh my God, spreadsheets and recreating games. Yeah. It's all going Jen's house this year. Oh my God.
But just great, for some silly fun. And it's cheap to do. It's, do if you haven't checked it out already. So there's a plug for the show.
I was going to say.
But it's all those kind of things just to kind of get family members involved. So it's not just about sat on the sofa because...
I'm happy with the board game.
I
have to say, I love a board game. I think, someone recommended Game of Life, but the children's version, which we are probably going to put on Harrison's Christmas list this year, because I think, like you say, for us, it's very easy after a big lunch, isn't it, to kind of sit down after a few glasses of something, and it usually starts quite early in our house as well, with kind of a Prosecco breakfast. So
you can go to mine.
The spreadsheets, come over and have some Prosecco. But it starts quite early in our house, and so there is that kind of slump that you feel after a big lunch. You just want to lay like a lion and go to sleep under a tree or something. But I think we usually go for a walk. Okay. So I do like a walk. We've got dogs, so it's a good excuse. Go for a walk, get really wrapped up, and that's usually at some point during the day. But it's good after lunch to burn off all those calories you've just eaten and drunk. And then, the board games come out. So Game of Life for me can't beat a bit of charades. I have to charades, depending how you say it. Those kind of games, like you say, they get everyone involved, where you get silly. We used to have a game when I was a kid, and it was, I don't know if you remember, it was like a buzzy bee. You'd wear like a headband, and it had like a buzzy bee thing sticking out, and you had to kind of duck and pick up these little magnetic ball things, but stuff like that all age groups. And it's always funny to see like your mum and dad or grandma and granddad being silly.
I mean, we always end up with
like that.
Great videos, of us up to all sorts of things, games, and creating new memories. So that's a good thing, isn't it?
It's definitely what it's all about. But food wise, what do you have? Do you have a special breakfast? Or I mean, like me, mine's clearly quite alcohol based. There is smoked salmon and scrambled egg with that.
I think yours is probably a bit more of a lavish affair. We just stick with our normal breakfast, perhaps. But Yeah, then it's just obviously making sure the nibbles are out, really. Once the nibbles are on the go, and I must admit, as soon as I see cheese balls in the supermarket, I know it's Christmas.
I'm all over that.
So cheese balls are out. Twiglets, don't normally eat them any other time of the year.
Why is that? Twiglets. Why are there certain foods for Christmas? It's a bit like Advocaat. Remember the drink?
Yes.
Advocaat, the yellow one? Why do we only drink that? I buy a bottle every year and then it goes off by the next year.
That. I think it's quite nice to have those little things that just remind you of Christmas.
It's a bit like nuts, isn't it, really, to a certain extent? And I don't mean just a peanut. I mean actual, like, you know, you get your nutcracker and have to get Harrison saw that for the first time last year and he was just like, what is that? Like some kind of instrument or tool. He couldn't believe he could actually crack nuts. But yeah, he loved that kind of thing. But no, ours is it's not lavish. It's just, you know, I just stand there in my dressing gown, my rollers kind of thing, making a scrambled egg. Making a scrambled egg, bit of smoked salmon on toast. You know, it isn't anything lavish, like you say. Bit of Bucks Fizz or Prosecco.
Sounds better than my Weetabix.
It sounds, it's pretty good. And talking of drinks and obviously exciting things, well, Jen has a mouthful of her drink. We are still looking for a sponsor who would love to be featured on our Friday Night Lives. Now, due to lockdown and COVID, obviously Friday Night Lives have been a little bit delayed for December because of venue hosting and stuff like that with all the rules. But we are looking from January for maybe a drinks sponsor. I'm thinking, clearly, it sounds like I'm an alcoholic. I'm actually not. But it would be lovely to have a really good drink for a Friday Night Live. So if you know someone again, or you run a company who does a unique little cocktail, or a Prosecco, or a cordial, or even a Pepsi or anything, it doesn't matter. But we would love. Maybe we're always going to feature a drink in our shows, whether it's day or night.
That might want to name a cocktail after us, a Social Brunettes cocktail, and then people can recreate it at home.
I'm loving that. That could be next year's Christmas present. You can get your own Social Brunettes glass with the cocktail.
There we go.
So we are still on the lookout. So please let us know. Get in contact, obviously, on our emails or our website, Instagram, any of those social medias. Please just drop us a line if you would love to get involved, have a product or a drink for us to sample. Always happy to sample food and drink. And that leads us actually.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. We'll have a quick. This is actually Red Bull. So
and
hence the reason I'm like chat. And it's not even a Friday night. Let me have a quick mouthful.
So while Tash is drinking, so we're going to come on to the product review. So this week we have been given some beautiful treat boxes. Now you're not going to be able to see these close up, but we have got some shots of them.
They're too pretty to eat. Actually.
They are actually too pretty to eat.
I'll come a little bit closer.
So donated to us by the lovely Morgan at Forget Me Not Bake. So she's a local baker. She's not been going for that long actually. She's got a great following. And in these treat boxes, we've got everything from personalised biscuits, which is essentially my favourite in a box because we do love something that's monogrammed.
And sparkly.
It's
got some bling on our biscuits.
A Jen and Tash biscuit. We've also got...
You've got to show the lolly.
Beautiful. I mean, all of these treats are surrounded by marshmallows in the box, and you will see pictures of these, but it's a beautiful lolly.
It looks like a tongue, actually.
And we've got...
It could look like a tongue. Which, you know...
A lovely geometric heart as well, chocolate heart as well, which is lovely.
I got a pink one.
Oh, there you go.
And I also got this really super cute little cupcake.
And we've both got the larger cupcakes as well. So this is their treat box.
They are lovely.
We're going to be reviewing this today, so you will have to bear with us while we eat these. But more importantly for you watching, we have some treat boxes, some Christmas-themed treat boxes. In our giveaway section. So Forget Me Not Bakes are donating a similar idea, but obviously with Christmas themes, for 2 of our viewers. So
and actually, there's the right amount in there. But like you say, the six that we have to deal with. There is 6. I think there's 5 or 6 little items in there. We'll share a biscuit.
Yeah, perfectly.
But it's a lovely amount for a little tea party or Christmas get together.
Yeah, or Christmas Day. Just keep them for Christmas Day, sort of just after dinner and stuff like that. Yeah, or just
eat those later
anybody and eat them for yourself while you're cooking, maybe.
Yes.
So we're going to review these now, but as I say, we will be asking you to tag and share the details of our group with all of your friends so that everybody stands a chance of winning those. So I'm going to stop talking now. So I'm
glad you did that because last time you wanted me to talk after I just took a massive mouthful of the chocolate.
Your mouth was cemented together.
So I was literally like mid-dark chocolate when you asked me a question. So
Forget Me Not Bake. So I'm going to try the biscuit, the monogram biscuit. It seems a shame to eat it.
I know, they are too pretty to eat. While Jen's having a little bite, she's more delicate because clearly I took a whole mouthful last time. The whole thing went in. Are they nice? What is the base? What is the base? Is it chocolate or fruit?
Well,
it's got something.
It's almost like a a choc chip, maybe a few bits of raisins in there possibly, so like a fruit biscuit.
Like an OT chocolate cookie
But
thing.
it's a really nice, I know I sound like I'm on Bake Off, but a really nice ratio of...
You know Paul Hollywood love.
Yeah, I'm not Paul Hollywood. Nice ratio of icing to biscuit. It's really
Do you know
nice.
what? I'm a bit like that with my biscuits. I hate too sickly. And if it's got too much like icing or too much of the cream, it's just too much. Are you going to let me have the bite now? I'm not going to
have one.
I'm not going to put the whole cupcake in my mouth, but I am going to have a little bite. Hold on.
I tell you what, we've got some lovely little bits and pieces in here, and as I say, we've got some close-ups to send you. I'm going to try the little cupcake, and it's really delicate. Look at that, really nice.
It's really sweet. It's almost like a little hat. Actually, you're right. It's quite hard to detect exactly what is in that biscuit. It's delicious, but it is
really nice.
Kind of oaty, maybe a little bit of fruit,
oaty,
something like that. But I think for Christmas, like you say, they're the perfect little gift box to receive or purchase if you're going somewhere for Christmas drinks, or you've got family coming over, or if you're not seeing someone as well, because you've got I'm not going to end on a downer, but there are a lot of people obviously this year who won't get to see family, either sadly maybe because something's happened or they just can't because of lockdown. So we've got family in Wales, and we're not convinced when we can see them fully. So it will be lovely to, I don't know if they do postage, but I'm sure, you can have a chat to them. They offer them, so they could send a little gift package like this. Actually would mean so much to even a neighbour or something like that that's really on their own, or take them around for a little afternoon tea to share with them. It would actually mean a lot to a lot of people.
Well, I know she actually does do packages for all sorts of celebrations, so everything from birthdays, thank you gifts for teachers, all sorts of things. So some stuff for the NHS workers as well.
And I guess you can obviously personalise them quite a lot, like she's done for us. So it'd be lovely to have your teacher's name on there.
Teacher's name, like anything that's monogrammed or personalised, or even for business gifts as well. So little thank yous for staff or customers. But something I was going to say, because I've just eaten the small, do you want to hold your one up? So we both got a larger cupcake, the regular size one. But
I'm not going to eat this live on it.
So if we hold up the little one, so I've just eaten mine. It's beautiful. It was a chocolate, and it's actually covered in glitter as well, with a beautiful amount of icing and
like a little pearl on top.
I mean, it's just lovely. But these could be personalised for dinner parties, like little petit fours afterwards, instead of chocolates, or with chocolates. Why choose? So yeah, I mean, really nice options, and the lollies are great for children's parties as well. I
was going to say, my son's eyes are going to light up when he sees these for pudding later on, and I will share them because I am good. But please, get in contact with Forget Me Not Bakes, because they are a really lovely little bespoke gift, and something, like we said, so personal this year, which I think means so much. And while we're talking of gifts, because Jen didn't notice.
Oh, Tash, what's that you're wearing today?
I know. Thanks for asking, Jen. She missed that out. No, I just want to mention this lovely necklace and earring set that I was gifted by Two Birds Style. Now, we will be sharing some links and stuff for their products, and they are ultimately jewellery with a few accessories. But it is lovely, and I am grateful for the necklace.
It's lovely.
I love a bit of the animal print. I don't know if you can see these cute little sort of resin heart earrings with a bit of the print. And we'll take some pictures, we'll share. But the one thing I do like is they are actually really lightweight. Yeah. Which is why I wanted to mention them. I love a statement earring, you know me. Pretty much statement. Dressing, accessories, I love it all. But I do hate it when earrings are too heavy and you feel like your lobes are just down here by the end of the night. Yeah. And these are so light, even their bigger earrings. They're actually very comfortable to wear. Brilliant. So anyway, I just wanted to do a little shout out to them because we're grateful, aren't we, when people gift us stuff and they send us things. Yeah,
some exciting news. We've got a lovely collaboration coming up with Two Birds, so more on that soon. So yeah, very nice of them to donate. I actually have some earrings from them as well, which I will be wearing on the next episode.
Yeah, so we're going to be sharing our Two Birds products.
Yeah, so talking of the next episode, so this is episode 2, so episode 3 will be coming out the 3rd week in December, so really creeping up then on that sort of festive
very
time.
Close to Christmas.
So yeah, we'll be sharing details about the topic for next time. So
and hopefully a Christmas jumper.
A Christmas jumper.
We're looking for a Christmas jumper.
Feel free to put yours on as well at home.
And share those pics when we wear
ours. And share those pictures as well. So yeah, there'll be lots of posts coming up about how you can get involved. So yes, I think, and obviously if you're in the area and you can and you want to pop down or you want to browse online, we are today here at Living in Vogue in Camberley. So lots of luxury kitchens.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
We are going to share a video, but actually, in all seriousness, there are some beautiful kitchens and accessories. I was almost holding your hand there, wasn't I? I was almost stroking
Carry
you.
on. Carry on.
But
I'm not Thor, but carry on.
I'll just close my eyes for a minute. You'd have bigger hands, I think. But anyway, yeah, there are some lovely lights and there are some lovely accessories, beautiful, as you can see in the background. And I love these kind of glass effect splashbacks, really nice. And you can literally have them bespoke in any colour, any pattern, and there's so much to choose from. So yeah, hopefully you're going to get a new kitchen in the near future. Maybe. So yeah, come on down and take a look.
Yeah, but, well worth it.
Anyway, great to see you again and look forward to chatting to you next week.
Bye for now.
See you later.